What's up, y'all? It is GT Junior Grows at the last. Oh, I gotta turn off the heater. Uh, oh, what's up, y'all? This leg is giving me problems. Oh my goodness. So today, I just want to let y'all know I'll be going live every day until December the 1st. Okay, either a live or video. You know, if you're on the replay, I appreciate you. You know, we're just trying to get it done. It's about 10:30 here. I know it's earlier in the little 48. Wow, is this? Let's put the music on. And if I am live, let's see. Put my ticker on. Put some music on real quick. Hope everybody's having a good day out there. I am. I have been just kicking it in the house mostly. Went to Sonic's, had some Sonics today, and they put me to sleep. That itis hit you, boy. So next thing I know, and make sure that this is my private. Ain't nobody up. Maybe at the on private or nobody's up. Oh my goodness. I would I wouldn't like to actually do it. Yeah, it's on public. Okay. I just don't have an audience today, and that's what it is. Okay. So I had to. My chicken is experiencing bumblefoot. Bumblefoot is a bacteria that affects chickens. I don't know if they affect any other animals, but that's what I had to focus on today, and that's cool. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be fighting some big cutting. They've been in the um, they've been in these solo cups for more than a month or two. So we're gonna pot them. This is the soil that I'm using, and it's because it was on sale. Um, that's that basically, and it has other things that made me say, "Oh, let's try this real quick." So I got it says for in use in containers. So we're gonna add that. What up, Mike? How you doing, man? You the only person here, man. It's just like that, and that's the way it is. Whew. Got that soil in there. Now I got a little bit of manure. There's no rhyme and reason why I'm putting as much as I'm putting. I'm just using it. I went and just some azomite. Oh, you're making a pizza. All right, be right back. All right, now got some azomite. Put the azomite in there because it's a fruit tree, so. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Now, Mike had did a fig, and with his fig cutting, he grew it in hydroponics. Me, I'm still kicking it with the soil. All right, baby. Yeah. So these are the pots, plants that I'm gonna be up hiding. These are 11 4 2004. So you know these roots got to be crazy. You know they need a up hiding. Let me grab this pearl light real quick. We're gonna keep it pumping. Just one person. Let me grab the pearl light. Did I use all of that bag? I guess I used the other all of that bag that I had open. So I gotta open this other one real quick. Hold on, y'all. Baby. Okay. So here's the pearl light. I got it in the mail from Amazing. I had went to my local nursery to get it, and they didn't have it. I like to get the big bag like this. They didn't have it, so I had to order it. As soon as I walked out of the nursery, I went on this. Got on Amazing. Made this purchase. I got another one that's in the shed, but excuse me, that's gonna be for outside. Yeah, yeah. I, I knew that I. What's up with you, Shiny? How you doing? I knew that I needed to. Oh man, that is very good. I knew that I needed to do some potting up. Took the opportunity to go ahead and do this stuff, which is, most of the time I throw in my cocoa core in the mix, but I didn't start it in hot water. So I'm like, we're gonna go with what we got. That's what we're gonna do. Working on stuff, I see. Yeah, just doing some up hiding of my fig cuttings. Here are my fig cuttings. They were put in these solo cups, and I feed them from the bottom. The double cup method. No, but these went outside too, and they're coming back to life. Yeah, 11/4/24, 11th November the 4th, 2004. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and pop these up. So we got the soil there. We're gonna pre-moisten container mix. Yeah, I had the Coney dog at Sonic with onions and mustard. Oh man, but the nerds fleshy put me to sleep. I couldn't help it. Went to the mall, me and my wife ran some errands. They got clothes on sale. What they did today was the last day of whatever sale it was. Wife was able to get some stuff for the low low. I got my favorite candy. They're cherry cards, something I forgot. COR. I can't remember the rest of it. But they're milk chocolate. The ones I choose is milk chocolate, some kind of like um gel. It's not a gel, but some kind of maybe it's caramel, and then it has a cherry. Oh, I love them things. Got me some of those. And what I'm going to be using to up pot them is some of these. I got these from the Home Depot. These are size 5 by 5 inches, and length is 10 inches, and height is 6 inches. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But these are 1 gallon pots. So they're going to move from just a solo cup to 1 gallon pots. Where's the cup that I just had? Yeah, I said I got to get something done in this garage that's catering strictly towards gardening. I got to do other stuff or I'm gonna get in trouble. I know what it is. I don't have to be told over and over again. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Where is my cup? Hold on, y'all. So I was on Shawnee's live today. She had Robin on there, Robin's Garden as a guest, and they was talking about survival foods. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, interest. They'll be in the new homes for 6 months. Um, yeah. Then I pot them up again, put them in 3 gallons or 5 gallons, and yeah, these are my indoor fruit trees. That's basically what it is. They're very resilient, so those are qualities. I'm like, yeah, they gonna rock then. Let's see, Shanti G is here. Shantae G, hey there. Think everybody that's in the chat. I said hello. Yep. So after over a year of being in this cup, oh my goodness, that's what the room system looks like. I don't want to do it over there. Okay. So that's what the rooting system looks like. Nice strong roots. Yeah, they're real strong. And it's not even root bound. So it was starting to go ahead and, you know, curl around, but it didn't. Nightbot is doing what it do. Oh, I got my ears pierced, re-pierced. Oh man, I'm gonna have to share a video. The wife, she was able to videotape it. And then there was like people in there, and they was watching to see my reaction. It was pretty cool. I'm like, oh man, oh man. So I'm just teasing the rooters a little bit. Yeah, my sister brother, he's thinking about growing him a little food in his home. He got a little spot. He shared with me those survival seeds that you get. And, said, yeah, I'm thinking about this. Is this good? I said, no, man. I bought those survival seeds before. They was in Mylar bags. No, they was not. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. So on the Mylar bag tip, they was. on point. So that wasn't too hard. Bam, 1 gallon. Got a few more. Oh yeah, let's make sure fruit trees are important. Nice roots. Yeah, like I'm gonna grow the everyday, fruit, but they're perennial. You know, cantaloupe and stuff like that. Maybe grow a watermelon in here, gooseberries and stuff like that. But I want to have a different kind of fruit tree. And like I said, this mix is some of this organic Miracle Grow, Pearl Light, some steer manure, and some azomite. None of these ingredients are recommendations. I mean, are the way you have to do it is just something that I have access to. And that stuff go on sale. I get down because I know it can benefit the plant. You know, inside of containers, plants need a different type of nutrition that plants that's in the ground achieve differently. So you have to input your inputs beside what nature does for you, since you're not using as much of nature. So, and these are all the same ones. Yeah, but I told him don't get those seeds, so I'll be putting him together a little care package of some seeds he can grow. Then I got to do some research on that planter I had dropped a video of. I got some nice suggestions. Now I need to do some research so I can make sure that I'm doing it correct. Yeah, not as many roots on that one, but if in the bang, they look a little older, like they done been through a little struggle. They're not as vibrant as those other ones, but there's green right there, so it's an indication that it's gonna do what it do. And I didn't know that it had so many figs until I went on Figs USA on Etsy or something like that. Oh, wait. I was able to gift a couple of people some some fig cuttings. Sometimes people are able to look out for you. And when you're in a position where you want to help, this one looks better. This is the Royal Markopoulo, and this was done last year as well. Yeah, these roots are something else. Oh man. Oh, these are definitely, yeah, it was starting to create a root ball. So, oh yeah, we're circling around on that pot. Man, they're gonna be real happy to get moved over. They done got them a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah. Oh, I ain't even. I gotta get the bag ready. I've been amazed at everything that's growing so far. I got some other stuff I need to do tomorrow. Gotta get up a little earlier so I can make some cuts on some stuff, do some repairs before it gets too deep into winter. Then I have a different type of complaint. 'Cause it get cold. Me and the wife was driving. It was 6 degrees outside. Already. And what I'm doing is I'm just pushing down the soil. And then when I put this in, I make sure the soil that goes on top is not as pressed. So yeah, remove that soil. Yeah. And I had that thing in there for a whole year, y'all. Like, wow. A whole year. That's the royal. I think that's that berry flavor. They got all different kinds. They have different flavor profiles, different texture, different sweet levels, different, you know, everything. It's quite a journey to try to like people be trying to get all the Pokemons and stuff, Nintendo games and stuff. People be grabbing different things. Me, I'm grabbing these fig cutting trees, just cutting, get me some food out of my collection. Then I'll be getting some cuttings as well. Maybe by next year I have, you know, at least one cutting from each. Get some fruit off of it. It don't take years to get fruit off of these, from my understanding. Yeah, this mother has some good soil. Then I got some of that ocean forest. I ain't got nothing but a little bit. I'm like, nah, you ain't had that. So, yeah, this is just some fig cuttings. All right, so which one am I doing now? This is another royal. This royal right here, it went through the trenches. It doesn't have as many. It doesn't have the leaf structure, but it got some. It's got some thick roots though. That mother pronounced right there. Oh yeah. I don't have no more water in here. I got to get ready for my second one. I gotta go grab some water. Most of the time, I try to keep the water jugs in here because I be getting in trouble. I done kick those people on the floor. That be in my wife's way. Move these. Yeah, I will. So, like I said, I'm be going live. What's up with you, Hudson? How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Just up potting these fig cuttings. They went from the solo cups to they're going in this 1 gallon plastic pot from Home Depot. It was affordable. So yeah, that's what they're gonna look like. Yeah, all the let me go grab some water real quick, y'all. Dang, the blade is kicking my butt. Thank y'all for coming over real quick. I'll grab this real quick. Uh, I hope y'all can still hear me. As I walk through. Let's grab this water jug. Yeah, it's about 11 something here. I know the temperature done dropped by now. It was like 6 this morning. It got up to like 12, 14 that I saw. So, them chickens, it's about 10 degrees warmer in the backyard than it is in the front yard. And then it's 10 degrees warmer in the coop. So when it's 9 degrees, it's about 29, 35 in the chicken coop. I've got three. Oh, I gotta fill up this. I got my. I'm about to put that in the thing. I'm putting I went and got one of those PVC poles and stuff. I bought the 10 foot. Just got a small car. Just broke that mug in half. Well, it wasn't in half, but broke that mug down real quick. Yeah, we're gonna put that in the middle. See how we can utilize it. See if we can put sprayers in there. See what's proper. Crackle acting. Let's see. Goodies Homestead. Hey there, how you doing? Good to see you. I must go. I must go watch that. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay, okay. So got that in there. It's real like fine particles covering up my face this time. I didn't do that last time. Got the pearl light in there. Here's a good drainage. The steer manure, the fertilizer right there. Hopefully it's longevity fertilizer. And then where's the cup at? Then what we're gonna add is some azomite. I got about a 40 pound bag of azomite, and this is the real, like, um, grind it down kind. So yeah, who was that? Bushcrafter. Hey there, how you doing? Tia Drum Gold. Hello everyone. So add that in there, and this is my little garage stool. I was gonna set up both of my phones to get you another view down here, but I was trying to hurry up and get it done so I can get in this house. My rosemary is terrible. I bought rosemary from Wally World. They got it in the food section. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put me some more rosemary. I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong. That mug is not happy. I don't know nothing about rosemary though. They said it's good for you, so I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna grow it. Then I got some celery that I need to pot up. I'm got to clean out this hydroponic unit so I can put it over there. Then I got some celery over there that I grew from seed, and it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful celery over there. So I got to put that in the hydroponic thing. But with the new cleaning the garage and stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And I got some bulbs in here, and they are on that root. These are flower. Excuse me. These are flower bulbs. Yeah. So there are three of those I'm gonna put in pots. But that rooting structure is crazy. Get that out of the way. Let's make sure that we spoke to everyone. Everyone speaking to everyone. I need to order some more azomite. Yeah, the azomite is it's all the minerals. So I'm like, I get it. You know, it's probably not always necessary. None of this stuff. But when you're growing in pots, you might need to, you know, yeah, especially with something like a fruit tree that you put in a pot. Azomite. That's what's up. Make sure everybody. Rosemary likes bad conditions. Um, oh man, you got a lot of ingredients right there. Bushcrafter. Yeah, get you a nice get you a nice plant. What zone you in, Bushcrafter? What's your temperatures over there? Oh man, yeah, you can't leave stuff in nature. Y'all, we had a little incident here. My wife didn't want me to share it, but I said I gotta share it because some people don't know about it. The struggle of having zone six. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, Bushcraft. Zone matters when it comes down to perennials, and we get a different idea of how many growing days you may have. So that's why I like to know people's zones sometimes, because mine is four, so we have less. Yeah, man, what are you talking about? Oh, so raising chickens is not easy. Even though I'm in the suburb, we still have some wooded areas, between houses and stuff where people haven't, me. It's like a couple $1,000s, like 20 to $30,000 of cutting down all those trees that's back there and on the side and all this stuff. So I ain't in no, but I do some different kinds of upgrades to the house. So, uh, yep, zero, zone four crew. Ugh, that's right, Mike. So we had mice. We had been leaving the food out, and I went outside one day and I see something. I think, long story short, third day, wife said, "Hey, let's get it." I said, I ain't go to work for like 2 days. Like 2 days, I did not go to work. I'd stay here, and I had to because I had hardware cloth all over the chicken coop, the run, and everything. But I left little gaps in there that I didn't think was a problem. And we had been in, we have the first coop that I bought. I mean, I made it's on the other side, and it doesn't look like anything happened. It hasn't been ransacked or anything. That still had food in there, so we thought we was good, you know. And they went in there. They was having a party. Chickens was tripping out. They sleep patterns messed up. They were staying outside to protect the coop and everything. I mean, it was a whole fiasco. And that was like 2 weeks ago. Cleaned it out real good. We had to remove all the shavings. Everything I had put shavings and leaves, you know, like three things of shavings. Two or three trash cans. I forgot how big the trash cans are. They're about 28 gallons or something like that. So I put a trash can, couple trash cans of leaves out there, put it all on their floor. I had to take all of that out, throw it all in the trash. I had to clean all of the waters, all of the food. I had to clean everything. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if it weren't for my wife, I don't know how long it would have took me to be able to get all that stuff done. And how much is my motivation gonna be to to be able to go out there every day. It's cold and stuff to try to help these chickens. So I'm very thankful. My son came out there. I paid him one of the days. I gave him a little something, something. So his attitude was a little different, knowing that he was gonna make a couple dollars off of helping daddy out. I told him, I can't do this all the time. I'm doing it because you know, I'm just gonna give you some money up for this one, okay? Because as a family, we got to be able to help each other, you know. And it's like it's all good, Dad. Thanks, though. Some of his eyes lit up and everything. So, yeah, but we got it remedied. We closed up all the gaps. 2, 3 days was going out there, closing up sides. Had to buy all these zip ties. Had to add more hardware plastic. I had to got that hardware plastic for dude. You should see my Fort Knox chicken coop. Oh, that's what's up. Bushcrafting. I would love to see that, man. Because me and the wife, we might have to talk to. Man, I'm gonna get in trouble. See what I did, y'all? I just rubbed my hands all on my hands. My wife's acting like a kid. Shoot, life's good, bad or good. All the good times and bad times. Okay, so I need to add some. Let me see. Email. It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen right there. Yeah, on Chrome. Yes. My son and wife are the chicken people. I just build it to where it takes less work. Yeah. I got my water out there for my chicken coop. I mean, for my water. I got a heater in there. Um, yeah, I'm not a builder bushcraft, but I built that mug, and then I still got. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, me and the wife, we got a. See, I got an apron. Where's my apron at? I gotta wear an apron because I'm gonna get in trouble and keep wiping my hands, my dirty hand on my hands. You teaching him a bad habits. My son teaching my son bad habits because I'm just wiping my hands on my clothes. Then I have an individual that I work with, and he does the same thing. He's like, man, so I gotta try to do better and be promoting. Don't do something, and I'm doing it. So this is dusty. That way I can wipe my hands on my clothes when I get in trouble. I washed the clothes already. They charge $35 for them to pierce my ear for one ear. Like I got this one already, and then they went on to did the other one. They put it in the same hole. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, this one of those Royals. Oh, look at that roof structure. That roof structure look alright right there. I don't have more lights. I was cleaning up and I found my light too. Should have brought it over here. I'll be more prepared tomorrow. As I said, y'all, I'm going live every day until December the 1st. December the 1st, I'm doing the live, but I'm either dropping a video. or I'm giving a live. Okay, until December the 2nd. Okay, but I want to talk to y'all. I want to make sure that I'm putting in work to let y'all know that this WIG, we trying to get it. We trying to have some fun. To my wife, hopefully she'll tell me. I need to figure out where I want to put that because these plants right here, they're going in that 2 foot, 2 by 2 by 4 foot grow tent right there, and I don't know where to put it at. Then she bought me another grow tent. It came in the mail, a 4 foot by 4 foot by 78 inches tall. That's going to be a backup where I'm gonna change out one of these, and if somebody needs a tent, maybe her brother, maybe I can give it to her brother. You know, I don't know. Yeah, but they got a little bit of white leaves, and there's some vibe. Oh man, I just broke that. Okay, and this one has a little bit of life. I mean, a little bit of leaf structure on it. Yeah. The Bushcraft said this is going to be a long video. I have been taking pictures March, since March of this year, I could believe. Yeah, it took me 2 years to build mine. I got video, I got pictures. Yeah, it took me forever. And because I didn't know how to build, I had to go back. Ain't nothing on my chicken coop square. Everything about that chicken coop is irregular. I'm not a builder, but hey, I tried then. Yeah, I tried. So that's what counts. They safe for most animals. I can't. I'm. I was not prepared as well as I should have been. I would have put that electric fence up. I have all the materials already, but I waited too late, and I can't put the ground in. I need two grounds that are 3 feet long, I think it is, or away from it 3 feet. So next year I'll be ready as soon as the ground unthaws. Go ahead and put my ground in. Oh, like I was saying, yeah, me and the wife, we got to, yeah, look at that. It was just about to be root bound, but that's some nice root structure right there. Very, very nice. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, these plants are gonna do marvelous. Yes, they are. They're gonna give me some fruit in this garage this year. Watch what I told you now. Hope y'all there for this journey. Thank you to anybody that's on the replay. I'm just getting it in. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what my fifth one. My fifth one. So this is only my second variety though. And I got three more. So they obviously gonna be different varieties because you pay for two. I'm still wiping my hands on the clothes. Okay. I just wash clothes too. They in the dryer. That means I gotta do some more though. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I only got two more. So I'm just about finished with this, and I've been live for 44 minutes. Just want to show you the poop live. Okay, then. Yeah, I got lights up in mine. Oh yeah, me and the wife. I keep losing my chain of thought. Me and the wife, we probably gonna have AI put the um put the design of the run together, but we want a bigger run so that the chickens have more access to, you know, get away from each other. Because I had to look at it from an aspect of, okay, how much snow am I gonna have to, remove? Because we have gotten some like 6 foot, 6.5, yeah, 6.5 feet of snow the year before last. Last year we didn't get hardly none. That was that means it was colder. Let's go ahead and make this soil tight. Don't want it too loose. Make sure that it has good contact. So we'll probably have AI. Well, we just need to figure out how to make it to where it accesses both of them, and we still got a tree there, so we got to figure that part out. That that fan is still blowing. All the lights are off, so I got to put that fan. I have a tent fan right there. I need to put that on the timer because there's no reason for it to just be all day going. This, no. Oh, y'all, my collard greens. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Oh my goodness. My collard greens is A1. This is a cherry Cordial fig. So yeah, these cups, um, they serve their purpose. They look bad. So yeah. Yeah, all the roots on these cuttings look good. I got some thicker ones, but this one doesn't have as many of the new roots on it. So hopefully with this transfer, we start to get some more of those new vibrant ones. And this one right here, go ahead and break this. Okay, so there's life in this still. I see that it's still green inside. So, yeah, I kept it alive for at least a year. I ain't getting no fruit though. I'm gonna do better this year. And they went outside too. These right here. These was outside in that Alaska summer. They went out late though. Yeah, it was just I just had a lot of projects to do this year, so I didn't get to garden as deeply as I wanted to. But I did do my potatoes like I do every year. That's the only thing that was consistent. And that's because it didn't need any it didn't need much interference with me. I think I might have watered it once through its growth, and I had a nice harvest. Yeah, yeah. I even have enough to pot up, and I'm just pushing the soil down, making it a little bit more compact right there, just a little bit. And that was like the 35% towards the bottom. And now as I go up, the rest of it is a lot looser. Did I take the plant out? Okay, so this the same one? Yeah, this is the same one. Yeah, this one don't look that good. We're gonna break it. Yep, there's life. You can see it. They're still green in there. Thank y'all for coming over here with me. Happy Mac, what's good with you? How you doing? Thank you for coming over. Lucano? I can't. I'm. Yeah. My. Hello. I might can't say your name correctly, but hello. I'm happy to see you here. I am just. I'm sleeping, but saying hello. Hey, thank you for coming over. Please, everybody, hit that like button if you don't mind. I'm here. What's that noise? Start hearing all kinds of noises and stuff. Yeah, I think this is my last one. So, like I said, I will be going live tomorrow too. I get off at 10 o'clock at night. So, probably gonna get home 30 minutes, see what's good with the fam. Go ahead and go live before Mona goes live. Probably do that. I got another project over there that I need to work on. So I'm just trying to bring y'all along a little bit more. I know I don't share as much as others and stuff, and sometimes I don't bring the phone with me, or I'm doing multitasking and stuff. So watching the Book of Eli was on YouTube, and it was for free. Gladiator was free. It was like one day where it was Denzel. They had like Fences, and what was the other movies? Um, oh man, it was a lot of them, and I just binge watched. But the Book of Eli, man, I've watched that so many times this year. What did I do with the tag for this one? Ah, GT did it again. Man, well, I'm gonna have to make a tag because I don't want to get that confused. Let's see. Where is... Whoa! Woo! Yo, Big Boy done did something to it. Oh no! Woo! I'm glad I ain't that old. I was able to. That mother said I give up. Oh man! Oh, I'm so glad I ain't fall. Oh, look at the inner workings of this. Okay, man. Mm. Oh, it didn't give up on me. I ain't big enough yet. Okay, okay. Yeah, it did. It broke right there. So I won't be relying on those. I got two on. So we gonna sit on one of these buckets. That's what we gonna do. We're not gonna embarrass ourselves online no more. I gotta lose a couple pounds before I do that one. Doing all that reaching and stuff. That dude said, "Nah, man, I quit." On the spot, no 2 weeks notice, nothing. I quit. Ain't that something? Okay, so that's the last one right there. I need to find me a label real quick. Let's see. I just seen the pen, didn't I? There's a label. Where that mark at? Oh, now I found the label. Okay, so I got the label in there. Let's go ahead and top this on. And this one was started last year. So a year of being in a solo cup. Wow. Put this under some good grow lights. They gonna do all right. So I just did 7 seed cuttings. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Damn, I had an hour. Almost. I'm sitting in the hole, man. Book of Eli is such a good movie. Yeah, it is. Get a mechanic stool. That's what I thought I did, Mike. I this is for like I'm over two something. I can't be playing like that. And then I've got problems with my knee now. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't even told y'all that. I don't tell people about my nah, I don't do that. I'm a fighter. You mask your your flaws because you give somebody advantage. So since I still have some of the soil left right here, we're gonna go ahead and fill up this planter. I pushed it down. It has a reservoir at the bottom of it. So I'm like, man, this is a good look. This is a real good look. I'm so glad that I purchased it. And it was $22 for this one. The other two that I bought that is just like this, it was only $11. I was like, oh my goodness. I put it on Facebook that my local one had this and they had some other stuff too. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to show y'all that. Oh man, and it was like for the low. I'm talking about don't tempt me with a good time. I was like, what? That's all? Oh yeah. So where's this well as I get down towards the bottom, it's a lot more wet. And I don't want my plants swimming in water. Where's my make sure I address all the comments. Puts whipped cream on happy hand, tickles nose, feather? Put whipped cream on happy hand. I don't know what they're talking about, Mike. Everyone is speaking to everyone. Let's get back down here. The book of Eli sucks me in every time. Yes, I am. And it was on there for free. And I'm talking about I'm looking at everything from a different aspect. I've seen it so many times that I'm looking at, just different things and watching from different angles. Like when I have the movie. I bought the movie. Yeah, I definitely bought the movie. When they be having their sales, like Goodwill, they have specific days that they have, certain tags for the low or whatever. So I be getting it for $1. I go in there and I just look. Spend about 5 minutes, 10 minutes looking through all their movies. Look for that color tag, and if I ain't got it, I go ahead and snatch up one. Okay, let's see if this is okay. So I'm squeezing really hard, and I'm getting a drop or two. So that's perfect in my opinion. Perfect. Let's see. Let's go back down to this chat. Mechanical stand. I get that. Turn bucket over. Don't sit on the hole. Okay. All right, Mike. Mike said, don't do that, man. There we go. Where's mine? So I got to do some research. That's what I was saying. I got to do some research on green stock. They send out a little page showing, the best way to grow your food to where it doesn't block and stuff. So I'm gonna do bush beans, I think. Somebody G Mama had recommended. So I'm gonna do that. And I don't know what other plants. Herbs I know. Lettuce I know. Not as much lettuce because I have a hydroponic setup over there where I'm gonna be doing lettuce. I made most of the time it's gonna be DWC. So I made me a DWC one. So I got my fourth one right here. And this one's got wheels on it, so I can wheel it over there. I still got to figure out what all plants I want to put in this. But y'all, I appreciate y'all coming over. It started a little rough when I first started. I was like, man, am I private? No, just everybody ain't nobody on. You know. But I thank you for everybody that came over here. Y'all made this conversation a little bit different, a little bit more entertaining. Smiled a little bit more, knowing that I'm engaging with people that have some of the same interests that can, you know, relate to some of the conversations I'm having. And then when they charged me $35 to get my ears pierced, they gave me this solution, big old bottle of solution. And it was like, you remember how to take care of your ears and stuff? And I remember that you're supposed to twist it or whatever. So yeah, they said 3 times a day and stuff like that. You got to sign a waiver because of blood thinners and all this other stuff. Um, she asked me, I was like, what I'm getting you this information for? She was like, oh, because, blood thinners, pregnancy, and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, whatever. And on that, it was asking for your address. Nah, dog. We ain't gonna put that. We gonna put everything else though. You be able to get in contact with me. But you don't need to know my address though. I tell you that much. And that's for real there. Oh, guess what, y'all? What time is it? Where am I? Uh, David here? What's up, GT listening almost sleep? What's up with you, David? Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Don't forget, I will be live sometime tomorrow. It's gonna be probably around 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, something like that. So look out for it. Just gonna be on there for an hour. I got another project that I need to do. Thank you to everybody that's in live. Thank you for everybody that's on the replay. Hopefully you found something that was entertaining. I almost fell off the chair. Yeah, it's something about the conversation, hopefully, that you found that was relaxing or cool or entertaining, a little bit of education. All of that should and hopefully is wrapped up. And don't forget, December the 1st starts WIG 2025. And we're gonna bring it to y'all, and we're gonna have we're gonna have a few of the indoor crew members in the live. Me, Mike, a couple of other people. I gotta figure out some things, but I appreciate everybody for attending. I hope everybody um gets a chance to participate in the capacity of more than one video. Me and Mike, we're going to go over a few rules or whatever of how we want this to be structured just a little bit differently. But I look forward to seeing a lot of participation. Hopefully, I will dedicate better time management so that I can show you everything to grow because I did stuff. Things worked out last year, but I had so many projects that I didn't turn on the camera. So hopefully this year I turn on the camera more so that you can share in, my harvests. Because I had 3 different tomatoes. I had some others, 3 different types of tomatoes that flourished, and other things. My parsley still growing and stuff. It was excuse me, it wasn't as elaborate as I wanted it to be, but I still could have shared it. But I hope to do a better job this year. Um, I don't know if they have the Muscats, if they have the Muscats still available, because I know last year they got bought up. I sent some to my friend. I told her, well, she was my supervisor at the time. I told her, and she tried to order. She said it's out of stock. So, hopefully, um, yeah. Oh, but guess what, y'all? Guess what? Guess what? Let me get down this chat. Oh, what time is it? It is. Let's see what time it is here. It is 11:49 here. Tia Drum Gold. Winter indoor gardening begins December the 1st. Yes, yes, yes. So remember when I was telling y'all that I went for that interview, right? And I didn't call back because I was looking for something more focused into this part of the city. The other jobs, a lot of the jobs, they're focused in the big city, not in this little section right here. Well, they sent me an offer letter. I didn't respond back. They called me. I was like, "Nah, I'm going a different route." The interview that I was supposed to do on Friday, I canceled it because it wasn't going to give me the independence that I wanted to be closer to home. It was still going to put me in the city, and I didn't want that commute again. It was like, no, let's try to do it differently. But the company, they called me and it was like, look, this is our situation. What's good? And I could have leveraged my experience to do the job, but I went with, okay, they understand some of the particulars that I need, so we're gonna move with that. So my first day on the job was Friday. I did 7 hours. It was cool. I I mean they did a company. The company is phenomenal. What's up with you, Barry? Storms Radios and Cats? Good to see you, man. So they enjoyed me. They I was highly recommended. Some of the people that was in attendance seeing me in the community, seeing how I navigate, how I work with individuals on the job and stuff. So I felt at peace with the new position or whatever. And so Friday was my first day. Ate at Jane Doe. So I'm happy about that. I actually get the chance to have still working in the same field that I enjoy. So yeah, working with individuals that experience disabilities. I is going to crank up again. So I have done everything that I planned on doing today. I'm going to make up a new batch because I have another adventure tomorrow. I already had a little small one right here. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. And I got to add with everything that I put into this mix, I have to put um, worm castings in the other mix, in the mix that I'm doing tomorrow. So check me out tomorrow. I'm gonna be going live. I think it may be 10:30 Eastern Standard Time that I'm gonna be going live. I gotta look and see. It's gonna be 10:30 or 11 o'clock p.m. It's not gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be in attendance, but oh, it's 19 degrees. What? So tonight is the high then. Who did that? Appreciate you, Jane Doe. Appreciate you. So it's 19 degrees out there. Man, that's nice. That's nice. It was 6 degrees at 11 o'clock. Let me see, was it 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock this morning. 6 degrees. I looked over my wife on her dash. It says 6 degrees. I'm like, Lord. Yeah. But, okay, Barry's going to check his weather too. Let's see. I did, Barry, I think you forgot to put the exclamation point. All right. I forgot what I was talking about. These bags are moist, so I gotta put these back in here. I'm gonna need my wife's help on where I should put that grow tent, all these bags. So I thank y'all for coming over. I want y'all to have a good day. I'm finna go kick it with the wife, and I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah. Let me see. This is the instructions on the pot. So I'm gonna put that right there. Oh man, I forgot to close this up. Y'all know that I got hydroponics over here too. I have hydroponics over there on that side too, but these hydroponics right here, I had to go ahead and fertilize, and I forgot to close these bags. And one thing that I've noticed, I have another bag and it's rock solid, and it was closed like this. So sometimes you have to put these bags of the Maxi Grow, this 10, 5, 14. These is more geared towards leafy greens, but you might have to put them in some Ziploc bags as well. But yeah, um, 9 miles per hour. Let's see, Hudsonville, 61 degrees. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna see Mike's and then we're gonna get up out of here. Man, that thing leaked water everywhere. Yeah, let's see Mike's and we're gonna get up out of here. I gotta move this stuff. I have a clear path in the morning. Let me see. Mike's house is 34 degrees. Man, that ain't bad. I'll take that 34 today. It is too cold, man. It is too cold. Let's take this apron off. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good one. It's GT Junior Grows at Alaska, and I appreciate y'all. Hope to see some of y'all in the live tomorrow. And I hope I come on now, December the 1st though. Come on now, I need to see you for real. December the 1st now. Come on. And it's gonna be at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna put out a a thing notifying y'all that we're gonna go live. It's gonna be me and Mike, and it's gonna be yeah. All right, y'all. Trust the process. All right, Tia. All right, Barry. All right, Mike. All right, Jane Doe. All right, everybody else that was able to attend this live, I appreciate you. Your time is valuable, and you chose to spend some of it with me. So I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Trust the process. I'm out. Trust the process.